So Nina and I are burnt out. Let's just do a casual chill catch-up sesh.
Yay! Hey everyone! Welcome to another episode of Just One Bite. I'm one of your hosts, Nina at Psychofood.
And I'm Tiff at Take One for the Road.
And as you can see from our title and then the intro, we're literally so tired. Especially today for me though. Like, I'm pretty tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, I looked at Tiff as I walked in with all this food from my from my content shoot, and I was like, what are we talking about today? And yeah.
I just feel like Nina and I have been doing a lot. Mm-hmm. It's been very nonstop.
Yeah.
I feel like, and for the next few months until the end of the year, it's going to be even more nonstop, especially for you, because you have literally no weekends left.
Yeah, no, literally. Like, this is where it begins, where I have no weekends from, like November onward. Even October was pretty busy. That's when it started getting really packed.
Yeah, so I just think maybe we just catch up with you guys and let you know, like, what we've been up to, what we're going to be up to. Yeah.
I mean, you know, the past couple weeks ago, I went to Nite Harts, which is that like ISO Knock2 festival that was in San Diego. Or I don't know if it's technically really a festival because there was only like one stage, and it was at this Snapdragon Stadium, and it was like not bad. It's kind of on the outside of the main Snapdragon Stadium, like actual like field, so I don't know if it was like a parking lot or a park, but it was pretty like big. And ISO was playing the first day with Skrillex, and then Knock2 was playing with Zed, you know, our favorite Clarity DJ. And then that was like super fun, and our friend, one of our friends, like Joy, like her boyfriend Andy, had like so many people that he knew, that we met up in kind of our section, and our group literally went up to like 30 people at one point.
Wow, that's a big group at a festival.
I know.
How do you keep track of everybody?
I don't know. I mean, and also it was like my first time meeting a lot of those people, so I wasn't really familiar, but it was just really good vibes because everyone was just very like social and talkative. And I even ran into one of Tiff's friends.
Oh yeah, shout out to Tyler.
Yes, and I know so much about like Tyler, and then I know he was like, yeah, I know a lot about you. But we've just never met each other, so it was just our commonality was Tiff, but she wasn't there.
Yeah, so. I wasn't there, but Tyler's from the Bay Area. He's my Coachella buddy. We met, I think, 2018 through mutual friends. We all stayed in the same Coachella house for a couple years, and then the last couple years I've also been staying with Tyler and like some of our friends like Kenneth and Anna, and just good vibes.
Yeah, they were
the best people. Yeah,
I always like it when the vibes in the group are like great, because I'm very particular sometimes, especially if it's like a big event like this and the dynamics of the group don't work.
It makes or breaks your experience for sure.
Yeah. So like, have you had bad experiences with people like going to?
I mean, yeah, when with my ex, Coachella 2023 was bad, and yeah, shortly after we broke up.
Yeah, no, this guy was having like a temper tantrum.
Yeah, in public.
Yeah.
And like even took my phone, grabbed it out of my hand, threw it on the floor. And because he did that, I don't know how, but my phone started recording, and it recorded the entire fight, basically of him just like verbally abusing me in public.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I have proof, I have evidence. But yeah. But yeah, other than that, I think most of the time it's good vibes. I think, I just, especially for Coachella, I kind of surround myself with the same group pretty much year after year, because I know there won't be any drama. It's always going to be good vibes. And then if there are bad experiences, I've probably wiped them from my memory by now.
Yeah, you need to like protect your mind and energy in those situations. Like, I don't know if anyone else is like that. Like, I'm so particular, like, especially for an event too, where you're staying for multiple days, or like even if this is like a vacation too for you guys, like it doesn't have to be like a festival or something, but as long as the group dynamic is good, then you're set. But then if there's one bad apple, and I think the bad apples are always like, oh my gosh, like I'm so tired, like oh my god, like I don't want to do that. Like people who are just like
Debbie Downers,
Debbie Downers, or like not down. Like I get it if you're like tired, but you know everyone probably is on the same sleep schedule, so of course everyone's kind of running on the same energy like fumes. But then it's also like if you're already coming in like, yeah, like whenever I'm tired, like I don't want to talk to anyone, like what kind of energy do you think you're giving off in that instance?
Yeah, it's just stay at home then. If you don't want to like bring the good vibes, just keep it at home, you know.
You know, there's people who don't like even realize that they're doing that
because they're not self-aware. Yeah,
but it's whatever.
That sounds fun though. Like honestly, I kind of wish I went because I saw was it Knock2 and Zed?
Knock2 and Zed was the second day.
Yeah,
so
that looked really cool. Was that the day you guys went?
I went on the first day, so I did ISO Skrillex.
Yeah.
But the second day, our friend Fook went.
Yes, I saw videos and it looked so sick. I couldn't go, but maybe next time. I don't know, but it looked really awesome. And I know our friends at DIY Raves hosted like the unofficial after party.
Yeah, there was literally like 4 or 5 afters going on at the same time, and my group none of us made it anywhere.
Really?
We were so tired by the end of it, but I think it's because we went early. But
and tell them about the traffic incident. That was wild.
Oh my gosh.
Because Nina was stuck on the freeway for over an hour with no signal.
Yes. So like on the way down to San Diego, I left the house around like 10-ish or 10:20, sometime between then.
In the morning.
Yeah, in the morning. And then I passed the boobies. I don't know.
Say it louder. Can't hear you, Nina.
Yes, I don't know if that's like gonna be censored on.
Oh yeah. But you guys know those very circular, voluptuous looking building thing. Yes.
Yeah. When you're going down to San Diego, and then there's like a truck stop. And wait, sorry, tangent. But those circular things, they are actually taking it out. Yeah, they're removing it. Because it's not like in use anymore, but it's also like, how am I I'm gonna go to San Diego now?
I mean, that's the trend these days. A lot of people are getting their boob jobs taken out. So
yeah. Wow.
I guess they're following the trends.
Oh, wow. So it's like there was a huge accident right after that, and in between that one truck stop or that one overlook where people can rest. Right before you turn on the 5, and I was literally one of probably like 50 cars that got stopped by the police, and then there was like a huge accident, and I kind of couldn't see clearly, but if I stood on my car I can see like the police cars and people like moving.
Nina was pretty up.
I was very close. Yeah, and then there was a helicopter that landed on the freeway, and the thing is like at that time there was already like 3 fire trucks, 2 ambulances, and then on top of that was this helicopter. And then I was like, what is that doing there? And it's funny, every time when I don't have connection, the only one I'm able to like contact is my boyfriend, because he has like, I don't know, his service is really good, and he can receive like anyone's message, but I'm always able to send it to him. And then he was like, oh, it probably means that someone's getting airlifted. And then I was like, wait. And I couldn't really see well, because I think what they do in accidents, they kind of block the scene. So you don't really like see what's happening. But I'm pretty sure they were kind of like scuffling around, and they put someone onto the helicopter. And I didn't obviously I didn't film that, but I filmed, because in the moment, before I texted my boyfriend, I was like, what is this helicopter doing landing? So I was filming it like kind of like coming in and then like almost landing, and then I texted my boyfriend. I was like, there's a helicopter on the plane, and that's when he told me like, oh, someone's probably gonna get airlifted. And then around that time, the ambulance turned around on the freeway to go on the northbound side, probably going to OC, and the other one was going down to San Diego. So I was like, wow, like they really separated the ambulances. So yeah. I think it's like a 50, like it doesn't matter.
So the ambulances, did they take anybody?
I'm pretty sure they took some. I'm pretty sure it was a multi car accident.
I see.
But I was literally sitting there for like an hour, and that was around 10:28 in the morning, and then I was still in that traffic until like 11, maybe 40.
That's crazy
40.
Because going down to San Diego, there really is just that one route, unless you decide, unless you want to go all the way around,
like to Temecula. That's the only other way, but that one's like too hectic. And then I was just literally like sitting there, and I barely had connection, so I was just like, oh my god, like what do I do, like in this instant I can't really contact anyone.
But it's crazy because you were kind of like in the front row, and you still got to the destination later than way later. So imagine everyone else behind you coming down from LA OC with the plans of like getting into the festival by, let's say, 2 or 3, and then they didn't get into like 6 or something.
Yeah, because my boyfriend was telling me like, oh, try to get here by like noon, and I was like, okay, so that's why I left at 10, and then I didn't make it. I mean, I was able to get out, but they only opened like kind of 2 lanes, but it was a very like slow 2 lanes. And then because of obviously I was one of like 50 cars, I got out and I fully made it down to San Diego. And then our other friends like Diane and Joy, they were actually only initially like maybe 5 or 10 miles behind me, but the traffic was already building up all the way from like OC, because like Tiff was saying, that's the only route to get to San Diego. And I fully made it down to San Diego, and they were still in that's basically like another hour, you know, or like a little less than an hour, but almost like an hour down, and they were still there.
Dang.
And then I ate pizza, and then by then they got out. But then it was like very hectic. I never experienced something like that before. And I also like, I don't think people like realize, like, you know, sometimes, what is that theory where like, oh, if you were just 20 minutes sooner or later,
burnt toast theory, I think.
So I'm grateful at least that it wasn't something that like I was involved in, but it looked like a really bad crash. Like there was a motorcycle involved, and then on the floor on the like the road, it was like you could tell it's like there's dark, like it's dark liquid. You know how like when it like on the floor. So then I was like, I hope that's like gasoline or something. But it's just what I was going to say is like, you don't know what's happening, you know, sometimes, like, especially, like, we get upset when there's traffic, but, you know, it's better to be, like, slow than, like, be in something very, like, tragic, so.
Oh, for sure, I mean, I feel like the 5 has just been backed up every weekend, like, because the weekend before that, remember, we were driving down to meet you guys for Travis's birthday, and I was stuck in traffic for a while, and we didn't get down till like 2 hours later, and then literally this past weekend JD couldn't take the 5 up to you, and like it was gonna take over like 3 hours to go from San Diego to Irvine.
I feel bad for that one, because I was like, because I wanted him to meet like my friend from like high school, but because he was like gonna take, it almost took him like 5 hours just to get to me, because the 5 was closed because apparently Camp Pendleton or something was doing like a demonstration, or they were doing like some sort of like practice, so they were closing down the 5, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's like the only way for people to get to San Diego.
I feel like there needs to be, I don't know if it's already in progress, but there needs to be something where a different route, a different option, like, I don't know, because one small thing creates so much hassle for everybody else. I don't know, but
it was really bad. And then I only knew that they were doing that demonstration because I also went down the week after Night Harts to go to see Slander at the radio show, and then I saw Jason the Ween like doing, like,
if you guys see his live stream, you can see Nina being like jumping up and down in it. It's so
then
cute.
My boyfriend was like, Jaden, and then you could hear him on the stream, but we were a little far from him, but he was at some Red Bull event, and we were passing by from the parking to go to the radio show. And the radio show is like this venue that literally looks like a shell next to the waterfront, and it's really nice.
I want to go there. It looks beautiful. It looks clean too.
Yeah, it is very clean. And then Slander, that was probably one of like the best shows that I've seen from him, like, or from them. Like, it was, the first one is this one that we saw at the convention center, and that was a really good show. And this one's like a close second. Even Nightmare was good. Blank was, the other DJ was there. He was really good too. So.
Dang, I haven't seen Nightmare and Slander in a hot minute. I feel like I used to see them a lot when I was younger, and then now I just haven't been to one of their shows in a while. But I do remember one of them gave me like insane heart palpitations during the middle of the show. It was either Nightmare or Slander, but I remember, this was years ago when I was like really young. We went to the show, and like it was going so hard to the point where I felt like my heart was gonna beat out of my chest.
Wow.
And I was like, I need to get out. So I like went out of the main like venue area into the lobby, and I had to literally just sit like with the like behind like with a wall on my back, just to, like breathe, because I was like,
wow,
I literally thought I was gonna die because I thought my heart was gonna come out of my body.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like important that when you're at like music events that you remember to breathe too.
Yeah.
Like you're kind of like caught up in like dancing, you're exerting a lot of energy, and in addition to that there's so many people around you.
Yeah,
so it's like there's already like less air flowing through, so you just have to be kind of careful and hydrate.
Oh yeah, hydration is important.
Yeah, but that was like a really good show, and everyone was pretty like not super spaced out, but it was like comfortable, and I wasn't like hitting anyone.
That's the best. I love that. I know I went to Malpi recently, and
Yeah,
it
how
was
was
very
that?
packed. It was okay. Honestly, I for some reason expected it to be a little bit better, but I also was just really tired. That might be why.
Yeah.
But
Because we filmed that day too.
yes,
right?
we had a long day. We filmed.
Yeah.
We filmed 2 podcast episodes, and I had to film for Open Table.
Yes, that's right.
And then yeah, I had to go, and then we had to go to LA in Friday traffic, and then I had a blast pre-gaming with Norman and Christo, so that was awesome.
Oh my god.
And then after Malpi, Norman, Chris, my boyfriend, and I, we like hung out. We got these, so my boyfriend introduced us to these super like cheesy tacos. I forgot what it's called, but it's in Glendale, and like I've had it once, and it's so good. They literally, it's like they make the tacos, but it's like usually when you have cheese tacos, either they just melt the cheese to make it the shell, or they just put cheese on top and melt it. But this one, it was like tortilla, like oozy nacho cheese type of cheese, and then another tortilla, and then your toppings and your meat. So when you eat it, like it's like that orange nacho cheese colored cheese like oozing out, and it's so delicious.
That sounds good.
Yeah, so we went there, and then we also like went to like the mountains to see like the skyline. It was so nice. We had like a whole adventure after Malpi, and honestly that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. That was nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, it did look like a good show. There seemed like there was a lot of colors and stuff.
yeah.
So
I think
good.
it was just super crowded, and because I was so tired, I was like it was nice seeing all of our friends. That was probably my favorite part. But but yeah, I was like, I think I was just exhausted.
Yeah, no, that was so tiring. Like, I mean, and some of our friends still went to Night Hearts after.
I know. Well, that
day.
weekend I drank 4 days in a row, because
my gosh.
the day before I went to happy hour to film at Tom's Watch Bar, and it was like a sports bar, so we drank. Friday, drank. Saturday, the next day, me and my boyfriend went to the pumpkin Frosty's pumpkin patch all the way in Chino Hills, which is like a 2-hour drive. But we went to Soup and Fresh first, because I've always wanted to try the
How was
plantation
that?
drink. So good, very on par. Highly recommend. We got there around like 4:50, so the wait to get in was only 10 minutes. So I think that's the move, is like go early. And then it's just like I remembered it. It was so good. And it was so crazy because Kat knows I love corn cheese, and she's like, I'm gonna make you corn cheese. I was like, what? And then she gets like corn, butter, cheese, and then she comes back with a whole plate of it, and she's like, wait, I forgot, I have no way to melt this. But then my boyfriend was like, let me just see if like the workers will bake it for you or something. And then they did. And it was so fun. Yeah, so that was cute. And then the pumpkin patch happened to be right across the street. So the reason why we wanted to go to this pumpkin patch is because we saw on TikTok that it's like a really long maze, and it was like 25 minute long. And we're like walking, like I definitely got my steps in. It's like $30. It's $45 if you buy the fast pass, so you don't have to wait, which I do recommend. But it's, you're literally walking in the nighttime in like a cornfield, and it's pretty like you can't really see much. And then throughout the corn maze there's like little rooms that you go through, and then each room is like themed differently. Like some are really scary, some are like, there's this one where it's like disco zombies. I really like that one because the zombies were trying to be scary, but I was like laughing because they're like doing the disco, and I just thought it was really cute. And then like sometimes they hide in the corn maze, so you can't even see them, and then they come out. So Yeah, they're supposed to scare you. But I mean, it was so much fun. And then like there's pumpkin patch. It was like almost like a fair. There's like roller coasters. There's like slides. There's petting zoo.
How long did you wait
to get in? Okay, so that's the thing. We went after Soup and Fresh, and the line just to get in and buy tickets, because we had to like buy it there. It was not short. Like I think we waited like 45 minutes.
That's a long time.
It was a long time. So we had a full 2 hours before the pumpkin patch closed at 11, which I think was fine for us. Like there was like arcade games, you can win plushies and stuff. There was like animal petting zoo. There was camel rides. You could ride camels. There's like birds. Yeah, dude, I got the little cones to feed the animals, and this goat straight up just bit it, and my entire cone exploded with the pellets in it. So I had to go get another one.
Oh my
gosh. I was like, you sir are very naughty. But it was fun. Like we had a blast, and then we had a long drive home.
Yeah.
And the next day I went to brunch with my friends Leah and Rob. And then it was just supposed to be brunch, right? Brunch turned into brunch. Then we went to a wine bar. Then we went to the beach and enjoyed more wine. And then I had dinner plans in downtown with like my friends Jamie and Claire. So I went there, and then Leah, Rob, and my boyfriend went also, but they did their own thing.
Yeah.
And then we regrouped after and came home.
Nice.
So I literally had...
That's packed too.
It was 4 days of drinking.
Imagine.
Yeah. So then now this past weekend, I was just like, I just need to chill. So I just like did not make many plans. Yeah, you need that. I feel like you need to just schedule like a day for yourself to chill.
I think that day that you went out for the wine bar and stuff, I think
you did chill that day. I was hoping to chill that day.
No,
did not end up chilling. Yeah.
We need. I don't think people understand. Like, you know, I can still rally, but I can't rally like every single day. Like, you need a break time at least.
I know. I feel like when we were younger, we could. Like when I was younger, I could go. I'm trying to learn this year that I need to stay home. My body is slowing down. I need to slow down.
Yeah.
So I've actually haven't been packing my weekends and weekdays. Yeah.
But it just so happens that every freaking weekend it has something.
I know, but you have to learn to say no to some things, because that's what I'm starting to do too. I was like, I have to just be like, oh, I can't. Like, I need to rest.
Yeah, no, I literally need at least one day from Friday to Sunday. That's my day.
Yeah.
Like, or just like I'm doing nothing.
Yeah, you need to like rot.
Yeah, it's not even just something chill. Like, oh, let's get like food. I'm like, no, it needs to be either by myself or we're just chilling and at home or something.
Yeah, like, or just, no, I feel you.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, like, at least like with certain friends, it does feel like chilling for me, because I don't feel like I need to be on. You know, there's like friends like you, I could just be like sitting here and like we could hang out, but there's no like we could sit here in silence and be chilling, and it still be like, for us, that's still like spending quality time together.
No, I'm literally planning to stay in this apartment when she leaves.
Oh yeah, like after this I need to go get I have a lash appointment. Yeah, but I told Nina, make yourself at home, chill here.
Yeah, because I was I just came back from like a photo shoot for work, and it was close. It was like 15-20 minutes away, and I was like, okay, let's film a podcast, because then I'm in the area. But then the shoot lasted for a longer time than I was expecting, so now we're only filming one. But then I was like, oh my god, I also still need to edit this one video, because this is kind of cool. Let me get into it. But
yeah, you should talk about it, because I think it's really exciting that you got this opportunity.
To finish my day, it's like still in the middle of it, but like I have to edit this video. That's the turnaround was a week to, or not a week, sorry.
No, a day. Not even 24 hours.
Not even 24 hours.
Yeah.
I need to send in a draft like now. And then I also have to create this like charcuterie board for like a Halloween kind of hangout later after this. And then Tiff went and helped me get prosciutto and cheese. I was like, I literally texted Nina, because we were FaceTiming last night, and Nina was listing out all the things she had to do today, and I was like, dude, I don't, and like she didn't sleep last night. She stayed up till 3 editing. Yeah, I was
woke up at 8 to go to the shoot, you know?
I know.
So I literally texted her today, and I was like, how can I lessen your load? Like, can
Yes,
I go help
I can
you
call.
buy like the charcuterie stuff so that you
No, thank you for offering. That was like, I was like, oh, thanks. And then after this too, I have to get gas, but I'm not gonna do that till after I finish the video.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
there's a gas station literally down the street from me,
Yeah,
so
I'll
you're
probably
good.
go.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, like, so okay, I'm gonna start off by talking about this tarot reading.
Wait,
That, hold on. It's related to my
Okay.
video.
Oh, okay.
So
Fair.
there's this. Did I already talk about this? Like,
No.
the YouTube.
Oh yes.
lady?
You talked about her before.
Yes,
But that was like 2 months ago.
Alright.
So did you get a more recent one?
So there's this like YouTube girl or lady who does tarot readings, and it's free. It's on YouTube, and she goes through all the zodiac signs. And so my friend Carl was the one who introduced it to me, and I think I mentioned it on the.
Oh,
pod
isn't it
before.
Carl's birthday today?
It is Carl's birthday
Happy
today.
birthday, Carl.
And she does like readings, and he suggested that I watch both my sun and moon moon signs. So my main sign is Aries, and then my moon is Libra. And then I was watching the reading for October, or like the monthly reading, and she had said something like, oh, you're going to meet like a celebrity or someone who's like a public figure. And I was like, wait. And the thing is, I remember watching that video, and then I was like, wait, I swear there was something. And I literally, I went ballistic that night, because I was like, I swear the tarot reading said something about a celebrity. And the reason why I was freaking out was because my manager for like the agency that represents me, they had reached out to me about this opportunity to work with like ABS-CBN, which is one of like the biggest like Filipino networks, on their new movie called Meet, Greet, and Buy. So by the time this comes out, it's actually, oh yeah, by the time this comes out, like they've probably already started touring a lot more, but it's already like announced when it's coming out. But then it has Piolo Pascual in it, which is like this really big Filipino actor. Like he's the equivalent of maybe like a Brad Pitt or something in the Philippines. And then and another girl named Belle Mariano, and it also has these other two actors in the Philippines named Joshua Garcia and then Juan Carlos. But I got this opportunity from my manager to interview them yesterday, and so she notified me about this like a couple of weeks ago. So I had gotten that opportunity, and I was like, is this real? I'm like, these are famous people. And then I like was thinking back about this tarot reading, and I was like, I swear it was in the reading. And I like went ballistic because I was like, it said it in the reading. And then I copied the transcript from YouTube, and then I put it into Google Docs. But then I was trying to copy it to ChatGPT. I was like, can you find the point of the reading that says famous? And it said that it was too long. So I downloaded like Google's Gemini, which is the AI for Google, to find like the part that said like the famous, and like go more in depth about it. And so I found it in those both in my moon and my sun reading, where my moon said that I was gonna meet like a celebrity or someone like famous, and then the other reading said that I was gonna meet like a really big public figure in the same industry as me. So I was like, okay, they're kind of similar. And I was like, what the heck? That's crazy accurate.
Yeah.
She could have said anything else. Like she could have talked about love, she could have talked about career. Yeah. But then I remember thinking in that moment, like the first time I read it heard it at the beginning of the month, I was like, that's so far-fetched. There's no way I'm gonna meet like a celebrity. And I just like let it go. And then this opportunity had come up, and I was like, that's actually so wild. I would never have expected it. But anyways, I had to do like this interview, which I did yesterday. And I also had to bring them like a snack, which was like freaking me like out in a way, because I was like, what am I supposed to bring? Because that concept idea, I think they sent it to me like on the Friday. So I've only had like 3 days to figure it out. And then I was like, oh my God, do I bring like, I don't want to be too basic. Like I'm never
like
gonna
lumpia or something.
I'm not gonna bring lumpia. Like I don't care. And they wanted me to bring Filipino food. So then I was like, oh my God, I need to figure this out. And I ended up getting
Well, you made something.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was like ube crinkles, ube cookies, and then I made it into like a bouquet. But then I started getting mad at my dad because he was like, the Filipinos are not going to eat that. I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, because it wasn't wrapped individually. And my dad was like, Filipinos are going to be like picky on that. So you need to like wrap them individually. Because if it's like too much hands, that's what he's saying. Like, if it seems like there's too much hands like passing around. Because initially I put the cookies on the skewer without wrapping it, and he was like, they're not gonna eat that. And then I was like, oh my god. So then I individually wrapped them, and then I stuck them through the skewer, and then I tied a ribbon on each one and I made it into like a bouquet. And I've never really like wrapped a bouquet with the nice wrapper. So I was trying to figure out how to do that with tissue paper. And then I packed that, and then I was like, I feel like this is underwhelming, because I was like, what happens if another food creator comes and then they'll bring something similar? Because I feel like ube cookies are like such a safe thing.
But like it wouldn't be in a bouquet. Like what you
that's
did.
True. No, that's why I made it into a bouquet.
Creative. Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm not just gonna present a cookie, so I'll probably just do it in a bouquet. So and then I also, because I was thinking like, oh, what happens if it's too basic? I ended up going to get matcha with ube cream on top of the drink, because they're like, I'm obviously matcha is becoming a thing, but then I don't think everyone has had ube matcha. So then I bought that literally like 8 a.m, and then I headed up to Santa Monica, or not Santa Monica, like
Culver, was it?
No, it was like
West
LA, but it was close to like Sepulveda area or whatever, which is kind of like close to Santa Monica. And then I was like, oh my gosh, like it was so much traffic, but it was also okay at the same time. But I brought that, and then they ate it, and they said the ube was really good. And then the girl has never had like matcha. They've had matcha, but not ube matcha, and she was like, wow, this is really good. And then the interview only was supposed to be like maybe like 10-ish minutes, 10-15, but I had some questions prepared, and I was a little thrown off because I had said something in relation to their characters, and then they were like, oh, like we can't like disclose that. And then it kind of threw me off though, because I was like, wait, I had these questions in my head. I was like, oh my god, I had these questions approved, and then I was like, all of my questions were very like specific. So I was like, oh, I can't ask any of these, because then it would be implying something about I guess the spoiler of their characters. So I was like, oh my god. And I was kind of like struggling in the moment, but I came over it within those like couple minutes, and I was really leaning into the podcast energy, guys. Like,
yeah, you're really good, I feel like, at asking questions on the spot. So I feel like you were thrown off, but you were able to just like take a deep breath and then like just like pull something out.
I was trying to pull something out, and I was just like, oh my god. And I think what's also hard is like, it's not like this where it's a conversation, but for me, I had prepared questions, so I was getting so anxious and nervous, like, oh my god, I need to remember these questions. And then
in the end, you didn't even use it.
I didn't use like majority of the questions. I did use like sort of them, but I was just kind of bouncing back and forth between the individual questions and the duo questions that I had for them. But then I was like, I really shouldn't have had so many individual questions that I wrote down, because that's what I was practicing, and I should have practiced more of the duo questions, because I only had like 10 minutes to ask them questions. So if I just didn't have enough time to strategize, basically.
It's okay. This was your first interviewing hosting gig, I feel like a real one. So I feel like next year you're gonna be more prepared.
I ready. Hope so.
I'm sure you did great.
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously, like the representative came back after me, and he was like, oh, like, just like maybe remember to like cut that. And I was like, I know exactly what part you're talking about to cut out. So I hopefully it didn't leave like a bad impression. But that's the video that I need to like edit by today.
But it's like they should know, because they were the ones who approved your questions. So then it's like, what do they expect? Like
I did say that too, and then he was like, yeah, they kind of just found out about it today. And I was like,
they didn't let you know. They just still sent you in there.
I know, and I was the first person too, so it definitely like threw me off a little. But it's okay. It was still like a really fun like interview. I thought they were really nice. And I guess for fun fact for people, like most Filipinos know how to speak English. But what I was explaining to my friend Harvest, who was helping me film yesterday, she was like, I was saying, like Filipinos actually use a lot of like old English. Like the way that they talk is like very formal English. And they're a little, sometimes they can be more eloquent than how we talk, but their English is very like proper, so it's kind of nice to hear. And they felt like very like genuine people, so it was nice to like talk to them. But, yes, and then afterwards we watched kind of like their movie trailer. They gave us some food, and then there was like a bigger group discussion with the two that I interviewed, with Piolo and Belle. And it was really nice, and I think it was a fun experience. And then that was mostly it, but I have to sort through that content today.
That's exciting though.
That was pretty big for me. I was like, wow, that's like, if you guys are Filipino and you know about ABS-CBN, like that's a really big company. And I was just
and they know about you.
I mean, I hope so. I just hope that the interview is gonna be good. I just need to edit it.
I'm sure it'll be fine, You're such a great speaker, and I feel like
I tried.
You have a lot of personality, and it'll show through your content. And I think that's what people look forward to in interviews,
Yeah, so I'm hoping that it turned out good. So, and good enough that they would ask me again. They would ask me again, because the movie seems like a really good movie, but they definitely make a lot of like Filipino films. But not a lot of people know like what Filipino films are, or like what it's like. They basically do a lot of like kind of like either love stories or like soft dramas or dramas ish for movies, but they definitely hit home. Like they touch on like, sometimes they even touch like people who live in America, like Filipino Americans, or they might talk about like hardship with someone who's sick or whatever. So you can definitely tell it's a Filipino film. But sometimes they're like in English too, and they have subtitles, and they premiere it. Actually, even Cerritos, like there's a Cinemark or something there, then they always host the foreign films there.
I feel like Cerritos has a big Filipino population. I got invited to the adobo throwdown. You gotta come. We'll go together. I don't want to go by myself, because I feel like they'll be like, what are you doing here? I'll be like,
But I could tell like a lot of people were like, so a lot of people, when they look at me, they're not really sure what I am, because I don't think Filipino is always at the top of their mind. But a lot of people do think I'm like either half or like something else, so it's okay. I think mostly Filipinos are very like accepting of all people. They actually really like Chinese people.
I've noticed, and they love Chinese food. Yesterday I went to eat dim sum with my parents, and they're like it's always a lot of Filipino people eating the dim sum in Cerritos. They're the ones helping keeping our businesses like going. So I'm like, thank you guys.
Filipinos like Chinese like people of culture. I'm not sure.
I mean, it makes sense. My boyfriend's Filipino.
I don't know why. Like, but I mean, even in my family, we have like Chinese blood too.
Really?
Yeah, both sides of my family. But
oh my gosh, maybe we're related. We're sisters.
I know. Very, like distant. Like we try.
Don't we look alike, dude? We even unintentionally matched
blue
today.
I know.
You showed up in blue. I was like, are you copying me?
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
I would have worn this red shirt. My dad got me all these like types of jerseys, but they have no team. They're just like jerseys like this.
Your dad always cracks me up, because I feel like he always buys the most random things for you. Like when he came back from Philippines and bought you so much Labubu shirts and random things.
I actually have one in my car, because I was like, for the Halloween thing, I was like, I couldn't find my Halloween shirt, so I was like, I'll just wear this Labubu shirt instead. Yeah,
that works. And he bought her the ghost costume.
I have this ghost costume. Wait, I didn't even get a chance to like show you that costume.
Yeah.
Like, even at the shoot, I brought this ghost costume, and like,
I'm freaking dead. That's so cute.
And then I also did.
Oh, was it a Halloween shoot? Is that why?
Not really, but I did like something like this.
That's so funny.
That, guys. Yeah, it was pretty.
The one of you on the scooter is funny. I really like that.
Doing this. hilarious.
That's so funny.
Like, you know that one trend during Halloween where people wear like a ghost costume and then sunglasses, or they might put a ghost costume on dogs.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can be the only one to years to here's falling down at the haunted. You know that song? It's like, it was like a really big thing.
I think so. It sounds familiar.
Yeah, but it was like a trend where people just take pictures in ghost costumes. So that's what inspired for this video. But
that was cute.
Yeah, so that was what my dad just buys a bunch of random stuff. Like,
yeah.
I showed Tiff this like nutcracker. I don't even know. He bought 3.
Yeah, we were FaceTiming, and then like I was talking, and just like midway, Nina turns the camera around, and there's just like 3 nutcrackers, and I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, it's October.
We're Filipino. Like, Halloween is non-existent in our culture.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I forget that Halloween is a very American thing.
Yeah,
it's
for
not
sure.
really something that people in other countries do per se, but they kind of adopt it as like a thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like my day. I mean, like, weeks. But I can't even, like, the thing is, I don't know if people after like college, once you stop being in college, you forget about all the days. Like,
yeah, the days blur. Time goes by so fast. It goes by faster year after year. Like, this year has gone by really fast.
Super fast.
Yeah. I don't know why that is though. Do you think it's because our day to day is more there's like, it's like more similar, right? Because it's like you go to work, so it's not as exciting. Whereas I feel like in college, every day felt like an experience. Every day felt so different because you have classes on different days, and then in between classes you're doing different things. You're you know, you're going to different events, you have different club stuff, and so just like it just seems like time is moving a little slower, and there's just a lot more going on. Whereas now it's like, even though I feel like we live for the weekends almost, so there's just like every day, like majority of your week is very repetitive, doing very mundane things, and then like our weekends are like what we live for.
No, literally. And I feel like too, now that I'm like, I have a flexible schedule, so there are times where I still meet with friends during the week, so it's all kind of just like a blur because I'm like, I don't know what day it is.
I know, like, I'm trying to live during the week too, not just for the weekends. But
that's important.
But things still blur. It's hard to remember things. I wonder if it's because now that we're older, we just have so much stuffed in our brains. There's no capacity left. I wish I could go in there and extract the useless things or the things I don't want to remember to make room for the things I do want to remember more.
True. Yeah. If I could just pick and choose my memories, then yes. But then also, you can just make every moment memorable, and it'll be okay.
But I guess that's what social media is for.
I know, literally. Are you doing anything this weekend?
Honestly, I'm keeping it very chill. I might hang out with some friends Friday, and then one of my friends, she's hosting a housewarming Saturday in OC. She bought a new house.
Nice.
And I think she finally she's all settled in, so I'm excited. I haven't seen her in a while, so it'll be cool going down to OC
cool.
to do that. And then I don't have anything planned for Sunday, but I was like, maybe I'll just use it to like catch up on stuff, do errands, rest, because I love going out. I'm so extroverted, but now I actually have to force myself to literally stay indoors and rest, or else because I'm getting old and my body, I'm trying to like take care of my body a little bit more. But I don't know. Who knows? We'll see where the weekend takes us, because I'm very type A. I like to plan things like 8 a.m. gonna do this, 10 a.m. we do this, and like pack my schedule. And then my boyfriend is very type B, no plans, and I hate it, but I'm trying to accept it more and learn from him, because sometimes he's always like, sometimes the best plan is no plan. So, you know, maybe Sunday, who knows where it'll take me.
Yeah. I like having a plan, but
Same.
I've been trying to practice being type B because I'm like too type A.
Same.
That's been my whole mantra. I need to like make that my mantra still next year.
We'll work on it again next year.
Yeah. I mean, I am embracing the type B more, but type A, like, it still lingers on.
Maybe we both need to be more type B. Maybe that's why we're so burnt out, is because we pack our schedules so much. And
no, dude, there's a lot of times,
schedule so many things.
Yeah, I'm not even like purposely trying to fill up my schedule, but I definitely had that epiphany where I need to like take a break like a few years ago, because I was so burnt out then too. But I think now I'm just like, okay, I need to like actually like put it in my schedule that I'm busy.
Same.
Or something.
You need to block it out.
Yeah. But yeah, this weekend I'm going to like Temecula-ish, or not really Temecula.
Is it the girls' trip?
No.
Oh.
It's like for our friend Wilson's birthday.
Oh, right.
And it's funny because like every time when we do like a group trip, like they always think about food. Like they always think
That's
about,
the
like,
best.
Yeah, and then this time we're not gonna be bringing food. So I'm like, oh my god, I'm literally gonna starve. But then also,
wait, is it a weekend trip or just a day trip?
Friday, Saturday, and then coming back Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Friday they're gonna.
It's an Airbnb.
There's an Airbnb. They have LNL, which is funny because I always get.
You
LNL.
always get LNL.
And then I think Saturday we're doing like a brewery and then like another brewery or something like that, and then eating and then whatever on Sunday. Like
Dang.
I haven't really had any brain cells. Brain is off right now. Actually, not really.
Not really.
But I like when brain is off.
Same. We need
to
a
put that on the
break.
shirt. Brain off.
Well, maybe we can. So I'm going to Adobe Max conference next week, and my friend Kat is working a booth for her company, and apparently it's customizing shirts.
That's
so
cool.
I'm just waiting for Nina to get accepted too, so we can go together, and then we can customize the shirts that says "Brain is off."
Brain is off. Brain off.
Brain
Like,
off.
I literally love that phrase now. It's brain off, and being type B is my mantra. For the rest of the year. Rest of the year and next year. I need to let go of being type A.
Dude, yes.
Yeah, look at us just like we're crawling around. Like I've been like going like this. Like I don't think you guys realize like how I like being relaxed.
I like being horizontal.
Yeah, horizontal is nice.
But yeah. Anyways, what time is it? Because I need to get to my
3:38.
Oh, we're chilling.
It's 46 minutes into the podcast. Not that we don't like being with you guys.
We do.
I'm kidding.
We do. I don't want to be late, and we're just literally just look at us, guys. We're just. I don't think you've ever seen us like this on the pod. I'm literally laying down.
Yeah, and it's only Tuesday that we're filming this.
I know.
Yeah, imagine that we had to do a second podcast. I think you guys have seen us in our very like tired states too, because I think there are episodes where we're just kind of like really
out of it.
through.
Yeah, sometimes, okay, 2 is already tiring. There's been times where we had to film 3 back to back, and by the third one, Nina and I literally are so drained.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I love talking, but like for 3 hours straight is actually a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did like that we were talking the way that we were talking now, because it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, no, because it feels almost like brain off, you know?
Yeah, no, brain
but
off.
let us know if you like these kinds of chats and conversations.
Yeah. Or you want us to sit up or whatever.
They're like, Tiffany, sit up straight.
I literally like, I'm trying to also find ways to rest my neck, because
oh yeah, tech neck, dude.
yeah,
I
need to fix that. And then I want to get a massage, and I want
that sounds lovely right now. I want a massage too.
Yeah, Will was like asking us. He was like, "Oh, like, do you guys want to get a massage?" Because I hung out with him and then our other friend Susie on Sunday, and then I was like, "Yeah, that sounds good," but I also needed to do work.
Yeah.
So we opted to do a work day instead of the massage.
Aww.
But then I didn't really work that hard because I was trying to figure out what food to bring for the Filipino food.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it was just a little interesting. But yeah, I mean, you know, what I was talking to Tiff about earlier was like, you know, a lot of these like podcasts, like for us, I think we talk a lot about like just our emotions, our creativity, and like I feel like we have depth. You know, I feel like sometimes we will have like heavier topics here and there, but I feel like you and I are like thinkers, and we tend to overthink a lot. So it's like our mind is always like spitting about different things.
Yeah, our mind doesn't really rest.
Yeah. And so I feel like a lot of people that I think we've talked to about the podcast, they're like, yeah, like I feel like what you talk about, it just seems like you're talking to a friend, and it seems like you're just having like lunch or like a catch up, maybe something like this, and you just let your words wander, but then yeah, so that's what I've been getting from like other people who've been listening to our podcast, and there's a lot of people that still listen.
Thank you guys for listening. But if you have any podcast ideas or recommendations like you want us to talk about, please let us know. Please reach out. Please drop a comment. Like, what do you want to hear from us? What do you want us to talk about? Do you have any problems you'd like us to discuss with you, or do you need any advice, any I guess unsolicited advice? We're here for you.
I think what I've heard from all of you was that you really like everyone always loves when we talk about dating, but I feel like us talking about dating is like, it could be a hit or miss now just because a certain someone is not.
Yeah, I mean,
we can't use her as
an example anymore. You guys love it when I'm heartbroken.
No,
not currently heartbroken. Hopefully I'm not heartbroken again, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, it's like the dating that you guys like us talking about, and then what you also like us talking about is like the friendships, or just like something relating to friendships, like whether it's like friendship breakup, or like feeling like the one who's like left out, or like kind of those topics. I feel like a lot of people have been resonating with that I've talked to. And I was like, oh wait, that's actually really nice. And it's funny because I actually don't hear that many people talk about the special guests that much. Yeah, like they hear our podcast, the one where it's just us two.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, people do watch the one that's like the special, like the guests and stuff, but it's also nice.
Oh, you guys think we're that interesting? Thanks, guys. I'm so flattered.
Yeah, no, I've been talking to them like, yeah, no, I still like listen to it, and a lot of people actually listen to on Spotify.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Love you.
Yes.
Honestly, like, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We are very, very, very grateful for each and every one of you who listen.
Yeah, and I actually uploaded the Spotify first. I don't know if you've been noticing in the past like month or so. I've been releasing our Spotify, or I've been releasing the Spotify podcast version on YouTube, or on Spotify first,
and then YouTube one,
yeah. Because it's more of like a priority that people are watching on Spotify.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I also don't know if you guys noticed too, if you made it this far, where we're kind of changing it up, where we're only releasing episodes like we say every week, because it's not on Tuesdays anymore.
It's just hard, you know. We both work full time too, and then we both run our Instagram, TikTok pages as well for personal food content, and so we're just busy girls, and sometimes life gets in the way, and that's okay.
Yeah, but we still want to do this podcast, and you know, like, we were even talking like the other night, or was it the other night, where we were like, oh, like for next year, how is that gonna look like for us? But I think we're still trying to figure out and strategize.
Oh yeah, maybe let us know, like, do you guys still want to hear from us every week?
I think like, it's nice talking every week, but I also don't know if like, do you guys feel like you resonate more with like the first half of the podcast? So instead of like the full podcast where it's an hour, then it's like 30 minutes instead. But then I also don't want to cheat you guys out where it's like, oh, there might be like, there's an episode that's worth talking about more. So maybe like in the future we could just shorten it to make it really quality in the first like few minutes instead of the last like 30 minutes where it's just kind of like whatever.
Just let us know your thoughts. We'd love to hear from you guys. We're doing this for you guys too. You know, you guys are a part of our community, and we love talking to you guys.
We don't have like a community name yet. We still have to table that for
what would it even be? Like One Biters?
Oh, wow.
Biters. You guys are our biters. Wow, wait, that's so funny.
Biters. Aww.
That's kind of cute. Right? Biters? Do you guys like biters?
Biters. Does it sound scary?
I kind of like it, actually, now that I think about
No,
I like biters.
Biters. Just one biters.
Oh, cute.
Okay, let us know. Is biters
Is it the move or what? Do you guys like being our biters?
Do you like being Yeah, no, and I'm saying it too because I feel like for us, we've been testing out a lot of like different topics where it's like sometimes it's a topic that I'm more interested in, or maybe Tiff's more interested in. So it's like we're getting like our grounding to where we have that solid pillars for you guys. But if you just like listening to us talk, that's nice too.
Aw.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Hopefully you find your peace. But yeah, like.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yes, always. And like I said, we release episodes. Repeat after me, everyone. Every week. Not Tuesdays. But you can find us on social media, on Instagram and TikTok at Just One Bite Pod. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. It's just the beginning of like November right now, so it's not quite Thanksgiving either, so we couldn't do a Thanksgiving feast or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, let us know. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.